Alright, hello everybody, this is the filament corner, the corner of filament, the corner of fun, and hopefully I'm far enough away from the camera, can't see the screen. So, it is Eclipse day, and I printed out this little fellow to do the pinhole stuff. I want to see what that's like. But I've also got these glasses. Now, I don't intend on looking at the sun myself with them. What I'm interested in testing them and seeing how they work with the camera I'm using. This is the main camera. The main camera is on vacation with everybody else. I'm just here watching everything. So I'm interested to see if this will work with this camera, and if this camera will survive or not. So, because I want to capture some pictures of it, but not of the just the sunlight. I want to actually capture it with the filter, because that's much cooler. It may work, it may kill the camera. I also want to do this right here and video this. Technically the Eclipse should have started. It's around that time. I'll probably wait till it's maybe halfway. It's only it's not going to be a full eclipse. It's going to get close where I live, but it's not going to be full. So it's mostly going to be there, but not quite. So I'll bring you back after, well, the light becomes much darker, and we'll see how the pinhole thing works. And I'm gonna try this, see if it works. It may kill the camera, it may not, I don't know. That's what I want to find out. So bring y'all right back. Just messing with this cheap paper solar eclipse glasses on the camera lens, and look at that. That is interesting. I don't know, I can't see it as well as y'all, because there we go, because I'm looking at a little tiny screen. But I think there's the sun, I'm pretty certain. I'm not sure what we was looking at right there. I think maybe, oh, look at that, that is cool. So I think there for a minute was actually focused on the lens itself, but look at that, that is cool. So let's see, I'm holding this thing out, and unfortunately there's some clouds overhead. But let's see if I can find the spot. Alright, here we go. Sun's back out. I don't know if y'all can make it out, but the star is no longer a star, no matter how I hold this. As you can see, and you can only assume that the circle is no longer an actual circle because of the eclipse. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't see it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I got the star back, or at least most of the star. That's pretty cool. I can see how this would work real good towards the climax, or the mid portion of the of the eclipse. See, I can't even make the holes out on the camera. Let's see. Trying to do it from distance, you know, because that was up close. And now it's going back in because of clouds. Now, I didn't mention this earlier because it's kind of like, well, obviously the eclipse is happening now, so to say this didn't make no sense in my head, but just in case somebody watches this later on, don't look at the sun. It'll mess your eyes up, blind you. That's why I'm not even looking at these glasses. I'm putting these on the on the camera. If the camera fries, it's a camera. You know, if somehow these were to fail or something and I didn't notice it, well, that's my eyes. Plus, I mean, if you know that the eclipse is coming, I think it would be better to take a photograph of it anyhow. That's just my thoughts on it, because it's one thing, to see it happening. It's another thing to see it happening and get a photograph of what you're seeing for anybody that missed it or wasn't there at the time, or maybe you don't remember it later on. Well, you got a photograph of what you saw, so that's kind of what I'm doing. Anyways, I'll get back whenever we're closer to, the climax of the almost total eclipse for me. So, well, there's the sun and the moon and some clouds, and I tried the little pinhole thing again, and I can still angle it to where both the star and the circle come in perfectly, even though as you can see, this much of the sun has been taken up. Maybe it's just because of where I'm doing it. Maybe I'm not holding it right. But hey, this is more interesting right here. I mean, just look at that. You just see the clouds going past it, and you see the moon, but you don't see the moon. It's so, you just see the silhouette, but then it blends in with the rest of the picture because of the the lens. And then you get to see the sun. Real cool. Whenever I think we're at the point of the most we're going to get of the eclipse before it starts receding, I'll probably cut it back on then and show you guys. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool that I can see the clouds on here. I don't know how good it's going to look full screen, but I can see the clouds, so it's cool in itself. The clouds are against us. Look at this. They come out of nowhere too. They just stormed the sky. That sucks. And that rooster thinks that it's evening. Haha. Alright, I managed to get it. Look at that. Haha. We are pretty certain we are almost at the maximum point. I think we've got about maybe 30 minutes. I thought we lost it for good there. I got 3 different times on 3 different devices, of course. That's pretty. Wow. The clouds. If they do it again, I'll show you guys. I was looking at them. Hang on a minute. Let me get that back on there. I was looking at them because they disappeared. The sun disappeared. I took the little cap off, and right as soon as I did that, the clouds started to roll out. But you could see the sky blue with the eclipse going on. It was really cool. Well, I think I just caught the climax. You know, the most it was going to go. It looks like it's starting to go back now. I am going to actually put this on to a actual oh, look at this. Come on, baby, come on. Ah, the darn cloud is so big. But I'm going to just let this go, hopefully until the eclipse is over. Just cleaning the lens off there. That's the idea. I'm hoping that this cloud will pass without me having to cut the camera off and cutting it back on, because I'm really wanting to get a picture of the sky blue. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Oh man, that's so cool. That's so cool. Look at that. Now that is cool. Too bad it's still, you know, cloudy. It's not like it was. Because earlier the sky was blue, but just enough cloud was passing over it that you could see it on the camera without this little glasses cover, and it was so amazing. I was hoping that I'd get another chance at that, but don't look like it. So, with that said, I am going to cut this off and just leave the camera running till, unless it either storms or the eclipse is over. One of those. So, thanks for watching. More than likely, I'll put what's left of the eclipse on its own video, unless it's short enough to go on the end of this. So yeah.